In this video, I will describe how to set a point of interest and use the scale functions in the WHAF application. The scale functions allow us to quickly zoom to various hydrologic scales and to display watershed boundaries that correspond to a given location. But in order to use these functions, we need to first set our point of interest. There's two ways to set a point of interest in the map. The first one we will cover is using the set location tool. The set location tool is this bottom icon on the left side of the screen. It's depicted with the crosshairs symbol. When you're ready to set your location, go ahead and zoom to your point of interest. Click on the set location tool. When the tool is activated, you'll see that the icon becomes highlighted and your mouse cursor changes symbol from the pointer to a crosshairs as well. Now just click on the map and the location will be set. The second way to set a point of interest is to use the major watershed list and select a watershed by name. The list is found under the major watershed scale button in the top right section of the map. When you set the location by watershed name, you won't display the crosshairs symbol on the map, but the location will be set and it'll be based on the hydrologic discharge point of the major watershed you select. Now that we have a location defined on the map, we can take advantage of the scale functions. Each of these buttons in the top right of the map represent a different hydrologic scale on the landscape. On the far left, we have the basin, or HUC4 watershed. Next over is the major, which closely resembles the HUC8 boundaries. And then the upstream contributing area and the downstream area. Both the upstream and downstream areas are based on DNR catchments. To construct these boundaries, we merged all of the hydrologically connected catchments based on either upstream or downstream connectivity. At each of the scales, I can click directly on the button to apply a mask. The mask will partially hide data outside of that boundary. Or I can expand the drop-down menu to access additional options. The zoom option lets me zoom to the map extent that's appropriate for the scale. Outline will create an outline on the map for the boundary. Upstream and downstream areas have an additional option called fill. This helps us to further differentiate between the types of boundaries. To remove a particular boundary, I can select the none option for a certain scale, and the mask or outline will be removed. Or I can use this X on the far right, and whichever of the masks that's currently displayed will be removed.